Hi everyone, this is Cylon ASMR, and today I thought I would make a video that's similar to one that I filmed about a year ago, and that's when I was showing off my textbooks in kind of like a show and tell. So I'm going to do that again. Now this year, let me just get them. I became an anthropology major. I am one of those people who cannot decide on a major. However, anthropology, human evolution, and human history especially, has always been very fascinating to me since the time I was a child. I would watch documentaries about ancient humans, and I would watch documentaries about dinosaurs. So, living in Utah, from an anthropological and archaeological, I think that's how you say that, perspective, it's a very rich state. There are a lot of Native American archaeological sites, and this state has had a rich history in that regard. So, without further ado, let's get started with this video. The first three books I'm going to show you are for the same class. So this particular book is a study of a particular tribe in South America. You can see a diagram where they live. This is the shaded part right here, and they live between Venezuela, Brazil, and Colombia. I'm not going to try to pronounce their name because I don't want to butcher it, and partly because I don't know how to read the marks on here. Little dots on the O and a squiggly line under the A. I don't know what sound those make, so I'm not even going to attempt it. But I look forward to reading this. These three books have some very difficult names to pronounce. So this book is a study of a tribe in Papua New Guinea. It may be a group of people or it may be a single tribe. I don't know yet. The Trobranders of Papua New Guinea. I hope I got that right. It has some very helpful illustrations in it. Right here you can see some pictures. So I apologize for this video being a day late. I have been very busy getting ready for school, and I have been very busy with work because I work for the university, and the time around football season is absolutely insane. But I enjoy it nonetheless. I believe this is from Mukogado to Masasi. ethnicity and cultural change in Kenya. From what I've read of this book, it's very interesting from a cultural anthropology's perspective. Has a map of Kenya and then the region they're talking about. I always love the way books smell. For some reason, I'm very weird that way. The helpful thing about buying used textbooks is that they're already highlighted. Where you might need to know something for an exam or for an essay. So this book is called Flesh and Bone, An Introduction to Forensic Anthropology. On the cover, we have a picture of a skull being reconstructed with some sort of mold. Forensic anthropology is hard to explain. It's like the science of forensics. And when I say forensics, I know a lot of you may think of CSI or the X-Files, which I've been binge watching a lot of lately. But it goes beyond crime scene investigation to reconstructing ancient human remains, remains of our hominid ancestors. And I had a page marked that kind of describes the field of anthropology. And I'll just read that to you. So on one side we have cultural, which is non-biological change, and that deals with archaeology, so the changing of cultures or the appearance or disappearance of certain cultures. Then we have linguistics, which is the evolution of language, and ethnology, which is the evolution of ethnicity. And then on the other side, which is what my main focus is, the only focus for my study that I'm interested in on the cultural side, or the non-biological change side, is archaeology. I think it's really fascinating. But under biological change, we have paleoanthropology, which is the study of ancient human remains and the study of our evolution through the fossil record. Primatology, which is the study of primates, which are our closest living relatives, like chimpanzees, orangutans, gorillas, monkeys. Human biology, which is just the study of how humanity evolved, what biological changes occurred, and also just human biology in the modern day. Epidemiology, which, if I remember correctly, that is the study of diseases. And osteology, which, if I remember my medical terminology correctly, that means bones. Study of bones. This book has some pretty graphic detail that I am not going to show you. This is for a class. It's called Anthropology 2220, but the name on the university's website is the study of CSI. So like crime scene investigation. And I am very, very excited for this course. My ultimate goal with anthropology is to become a professor, so I can teach it. It's a subject I've always been very passionate about, and I'm glad I discovered that when I was a kid. So it makes it more fun, more enjoyable. This tiny book is for my human evolution class. It's called The Evidence for Evolution. It just talks about our evolution as well as the evidence for evolution as a whole. It kind of simplifies things in non-scientific terms. Well, it's still scientific, but it's more understandable for someone who really doesn't understand how it works that well. It goes into detail about natural selection and all that terminology. Right here, you have a depiction of how we evolved, starting 2.6 million years ago. I believe that is Australopithecus, and moving all the way up to 25,000 years ago, which I believe is when anatomically modern humans emerged. Front has a picture of a big ant. And it's really simplified, which is good for an intro course. It answers questions in the form of the names of the chapters. This is called Does Evolution Make Big Changes? And chapter 2 is Do Species Change? Chapter 1 is called Darwin's Mockingbird. I'm waiting on the other book for my Human Origins and Evolutions class to arrive. The other book focuses mainly on human evolution, whereas this book covers evolution as a whole. And the last book that I wanted to show you, I'm really excited for because it is in this lovely crinkly cellophane. It's called People of the Earth. An Introduction to World Prehistory. The reason it's in cellophane is because it is loose leaf. So I need to get a binder for this. On the front page we have a depiction of ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and carvings. If I'm not mistaken, this is either a god or a pharaoh. You can tell from the sun disk above his head. I believe it may be Osiris. I'm not quite sure. But one thing is for sure, that this book makes some lovely sounds. So, that is all for me tonight. Again, I apologize for this video being so late, but I hope you can enjoy it, and I hope it has been very relaxing for you. I will be back next Wednesday with the final video of my 1,000 subscribers special. I'm going to let you vote on that video, and I will make a separate video before next Wednesday detailing how you can do that and what options are available. So I hope this has been very relaxing for you, and until next time, bye.